With the Abyssal Terrors DLC, there comes new mechanics, specifically Curse, and plenty of new characters to play, such as Creature, where your weapons scale additionally with Curse, and you start with a cursed fishhook, which you can use to curse your items, but you're constantly fighting against losing range and EXP gain at the end of every wave. But here's something interesting about that 35% curse scaling. The fist is an unarmed weapon that does 100% of melee damage, and 35% of your curse. Or the cacti club, a little bit slower, does 80% of melee, spawns some projectiles, but also 35% of curse. What about a much faster weapon? You know, an SMG, which typically faster weapons have lower scaling. And sure enough, the SMG does 50% of your range damage and 35% of your curse. There might be something just a little bit broken here. I have played quite a bit of Creature. He's one of my favorite characters so far, but I haven't tried just exclusively stacking fast weapons on him. That said, in a previous run, I got a minigun, and it massively overperformed against my other weapons, simply because it attacks so quickly. And so, today, I'm going to be trying going for fast weapons only, and getting as much damage as possible by, of course, stacking many, many curses. First thing to do, just roll a couple guns, but then the second thing to do is lock stuff. Because if you lock stuff with a cursed fishhook, there's a 28% chance for them to become cursed when leaving the shop, thus appearing as a cursed item within the next wave. Ooh, EXP again. I'm going to lock that regardless. Does mean my shop won't be full of nice and shiny stuff for the next wave, but it does mean if any of those become cursed, that I will start building way more damage. And for now, 3 machine guns should be totally fine. They're not hitting too hard individually, but man, they attack fast, and that's really all we need right now. Oh yeah, look at that. Every alien on screen getting melted instantly. Plus 15 range. Sure, that'll help counter the degeneration. And oh look, Cursed SMG, Cursed Scar. I'm actually going to take the Cursed Scar here before rolling a little bit. Ooh, another Scar. See, as long as you're able to keep up with the constant requirements, it's really easy to get power. So, on to wave 3. And hopefully I have enough money to buy the Cursed Machine Gun. Because another really cool thing about cursed items is if you merge a cursed item and a regular item, the curse always persists and transfers over. During the first time I was really worried. I was like, oh, is it going to eat my curse? No. Transfers over. And even on non-creature characters, having curses is really good because it means the upsides of the item are amplified. The downsides are minimized. 12% damage? Absolutely. Like, look at this. 65-35. So, in addition to curse being really good because this character scales directly off of it, more curse means a higher chance for items and enemies to naturally appear cursed. And the stats improve significantly. So, right now, regular machine gun, 6 damage, 1.5 crit, 1.45 cooldown, 401 range. Then you have cursed machine gun. 65% range damage scaling, and it also gets +1 curse, thus meaning more damage. Since most, if not all, of my damage scaling is going to come from curse, technically non-cursed weapons are fine, but there's still extra scaling, and over time, I'm going to get a lot of crazy stats, so it's very much worth the investment. Going to buy all of these, except for the ducky. Reroll, and oh, absolutely lock that fishhook. I'm also going to lock the blunderbuss. Because here's the interesting thing about blunderbuss. It has a long cooldown. It's a slow weapon until you pick up a bunch of materials. And when you do, the cooldown's reset, thus giving you even more damage. So I'm going to lock all of these. Let's go into wave 4. I will probably buy the blunderbuss next round, regardless if it gets cursed. The fishhook, I'm going to wait. Because the more fishhook curse chance you can stack early, the better your run's going to be late. It's really good to find it around wave 4. I suspect this is going to be my strongest wave yet. I guess I should say strongest run yet. Also, those little purple aliens, kill them. They give curse. Really, really good in this character. And honestly, good in general unless you're struggling. So here we go. I'll grab some range damage just to make things a little easier. Fishhook. Got cursed. Hell yes. 5 a shard. Reroll. SMG2. You know what? I'm going to lock all of its stuff because I could use more enemies to destroy. And now it has like a 50-ish% chance of getting cursed. So it should be cursed in no time. Nope. Curse alien. Easy treasure chest. Maybe I'll even get some treasure maps for it. You might notice, despite me not really buying very many damage items, my damage is going up significantly. That's all in the curse scaling, and it's going to keep happening. The more cursed items you buy, the more cursed scaling you have, the more cursed scaling you have, the more aliens you kill, thus the more cursed items you can afford. It's a really satisfying gameplay loop that very much reminds me of the... I almost want to say win more on Demon, but on Demon it's pretty reliable. There we go. Absolutely everything got cursed. Don't know if I have enough money for everything, but I'm going to start with the guns. All right, that cursed garden, you know what? It's going to go away. Don't really need it. So now it's just a matter of cycling through things, getting a few more cursed items, getting a little bit more power, then merge guns, because Cursed Machine Gun 1, pretty good. Already you get a lot of your scaling there. But you know what's better than a Cursed Machine Gun 1? Cursed Machine Gun 2. What's better than a 2? A Piercing 2. Or a Ricochet 2. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for all the projectile goodness, while also maybe getting a few more defenses, because projectile enemies are very, very spooky. Right now I've taken some range penalties, mostly for stacking up the EXP items. That's because personally I think having good EXP gen early is more important than good range. But something else that I'm very much going to keep an eye out for, especially from here on out, is going to be range modifiers. Not range damage, mind you. Range increases. Like that. Eyes 3. Perfect. That fixes a lot of my problems. Alright, reroll all of this. Cursed SMG. Sure, I'll roll for that. The Terrified Onion would be really nice for speed. Go up to Charred Penguin. Alright. So from here, let's jump ahead a little bit to the next time something interesting happens, which I'm going to guess is going to be, I'll say Wave 9. Wave 9, something cool is going to happen. Nope, so far, the last few waves have been generally uneventful. I did pick up a Cursed SMG3, which is quite nice. And aside of that, enemies are more or less dying as soon as they're on my screen. By the end of the wave, a few things pile up, but I've been able to keep pace with the EXP gain and keep pace with the range so far. Been buying a lot of cursed items, so I have a lot more damage. After finishing this wave, I'll show you my stats and we can check in with that stuff. Alright, some alien magic. Losing a little bit of luck. I gotta say, negative luck, probably not the best, I should fix that. But that's a lot of health, health regen, and curse, which, as you'll notice, is now 57. Oh look, 15 luck, that helps. And some armor. Here I have a sharp bullet. Projectiles pierce through one additional target. It comes with a pretty hefty downside. Unless, of course, you curse it up. So, in terms of my weapons and performance, the blunderbuss, 4.4k. The SMGs, about the same. Some of the SMG2s, a little less so. So I'm going to combine this like that. Get a nice little merged cursed weapon going. Buy all this stuff. See that cursed number go up from 74. Maybe grab a tree. Roll for anything interesting. All right, SMG2. Can definitely do that. SMG1. Might as well lock it and get it cursed. There we go. Hopefully the sharp bullet ends up getting cursed. And you know what? Even if the SMG 1 and 2 don't get cursed, I can always just buy them and merge them with what I've got. I'd really like just a little bit more AoE or damage, something like Piercing Ricochet before Wave 12, because Wave 12 is a Horde wave. It's very easy to get overwhelmed on those. But I also noticed, now that I've fixed my range again, things are feeling really good. In most cursed enemies, the guns are absolutely tearing through them. The really cool thing about curse scaling is it really only cares about weapon attack speed. So most likely, the blunderbuss is going to scale incredibly well. I just need to get more of them. The game has only offered me one rank 2 blunderbuss so far. And there's guns in the late game. Things like the minigun, the chain gun, the laser gatling. Those are all really, really good at this kind of setup due to their high attack speed. That said, a lot of those are very rare, and I definitely don't have the luck stat. So I'm going to have to work on getting more luck, ideally by around wave 20 when the game starts getting much harder. Keep going. Sure, more stuff from recycling? Oh, sure. Way more range. And everything cursed. Perfect. So this does hurt the piercing damage a bit, but with +2 piercers, I think it is totally worth it. Then this, 49 for a cursed SMG versus 45 the one I currently have. Merge that up. There we go. Now it's gone to 52. These are all like 52, 54. Merge it up. One more time. Now it's at 60. And buy the plate. Reroll for free. I mean, the turret, it would be fine. I'm going to passively get engineering. Not super important, though. So probably not worth locking and letting it sit. Laser gun. This is where things get really interesting. So normally, laser gun hits really hard, but the problem with laser gun is it's slow. Then you will notice 121. Despite having the 400% range damage multiplier, it is only getting the 35% curse. That is why fast weapons are so much better than slow weapons. I feel like that harpoon gun is going to get me killed. Dragging enemies into range, like as cool as the curse stuff is, no thanks. I will, however, buy a goldfish to get higher tier items. Grab that, and grab that. Cool. Horde wave we go. This should be lots and lots of money, provided we're able to keep up, which I suspect we can. The first half, going to be super easy. The second half, we're going to see. But I need to start getting some luck. I need to start getting some tardigrades. Being able to just immune hits is absolutely the key to survival late game. Because eventually, it gets to the point where no matter how much armor and health and all that you have, you cannot possibly keep up with the enemy scaling. I did a run recently on Demon that went really well. I got to wave 50, and then I died on wave 50 because I got hit twice for 400. And yeah, if I had been immune, would have been fine. But you can't really out-tank that stuff. And I had a lot of health on Demon. I just didn't quite have enough. Admittedly, I could also do a lot of things better. So, if you like this video, if this video does really well, maybe I'll do a Cursed Demon version in the future. I don't know. Let me know down below if you think that sounds cool. Ooh, Pumpkin. Restoring piercing damage is insane. I'd like to take the dodge. I don't think the harvesting is really that good. Ooh, range versus attack speed. You know, attack speed. So buy all these, then buy the goldfish. Didn't get the 2 rerolls, but that's okay. Lucky Charm. Definitely want to get that cursed. Clover. See, I asked the game for luck, and it gave me luck. You know what? Medical turret, sure. Wave 13 should be super, super easy and chill. And then this way, I should have a good bit of money to buy all of the fun things that will hopefully get cursed. It's like 50-50 chance. Think I buy, outside of a medical turret, all of them regardless. The medical turret, I don't know. It's a good curse source. It's okay to have, but it's not super critical with a build like this. Now there's no horde wave. Everything's just melting. One thing I'd really like is a treasure map, because late game items get very expensive, and it's super cool to just double your output from chests. Especially as you kill lots more enemies, you get more chests, all that fun stuff. Personally, I have found once you get a hang of playing creature, and I figured out that, hey, he's really good with faster weapons. Because at first, I was trying to use anchors. Super slow, super big damage. I was like, big bonks. No. He already has curse scaling. The curse scaling is fixed. You want fast weapons. Once I figured that out, he has been my most successful character in terms of wins. Like, every creature run, I either do something stupid and know that I did something stupid, or I win. So here we go. 43 luck, 36 luck. And you know what? I don't care that much about the medical turret. So hand 4, Corrupted Shard, Energy Bracelet. Normally, you wouldn't want to lose range damage on a range damage build. But this just reads +4 curse and 7% crit, which totally counteracts the negative range damage. Corrupted Shard's okay. Probably should have kept it, just because it couldn't really reroll that much. But okay, wave 14, another horde. So this should be very, very profitable. Oh god, it's charged walruses. Least favorite enemy so far. They are super deadly. With that said, if you can kill them, they do give a pretty good amount of rewards, especially for Cursed. Haven't upgraded my weapons in a while. The thing is, upgrading weapons, while important, isn't nearly as important as for a lot of other builds. Because so much of your scaling isn't coming from the weapon itself. So much of your scaling is coming from getting more curse. So as long as you are getting more curse, and you're getting like damage and attack speed and armor and all your defensive stats and your other scalars, it feels really good. Plus, I am noticing that piercing. Like, groups of enemies get destroyed now. Thank God for the silver bullet plus pumpkin. Or piercing bullet. Silver bullets against bosses, which I would absolutely love one of those. Sure, Corrupted Shard. Gets more armor. Absolutely. Here we go. So, Missile. Big damage bump. The crit. Spicy sauce. Sure, let's grab the spicy sauce. If you are not doing Endless, and on wave 15 you are offered handcuffs, could be that is worth it. It's a lot of stats. But, number 1, I don't need range damage that much. And number 2, capping my health, so bad for Endless. Ooh, goldfish. Definitely going to get a goldfish. Kind of tempted to do double barrel too. Not going to be as fast as the SMG, but I bet with all the piercing that I have, it's still going to be pretty solid. All right, I'll reroll one more time. Fuel tank wrench. Nah, not good enough. Ideally, I'd like to get some weapon upgrades by wave 18 for that elite. I think the shotgun will help a lot on single target. SMGs are good, but they're not really focused fire weapons. And sadly, I haven't been able to get another blunderbuss, even though I would love to. Because I think, like, 3 SMGs, 3 blunderbuss, that'd be a sick combo. I should probably stop eating projectiles. That's going to definitely cause me problems later. There we go. Fun fact about these projectile nova blobfish. They only do that if you kill them with range damage. So if you're playing a melee build, they're not actually that deadly. Oh, seashell. Insane item. Insane. All right. I want more range for sure. Big arms. I'll definitely take that. Double barrel shotgun. Yep. So odds are my weakest SMG is going to be this. Emerge it like so. Pick up that. You know what? I'm going to leave the goldfish there. Going to reroll like a couple more times and try to get something really good the next time. Sure. Because this way, I can reroll and lock a bunch of good stuff for wave 17, which shouldn't be very difficult, and have all my upgrades for wave 18. Lots more cursed enemies showing up now, which also means more money generated. Makes them deadlier, but that's okay. And I should see how much damage the mines are doing. I suspect not a ton. Landmines are very much a viable strategy, but I don't know any way to get them to scale off of curse, which makes them a little bit awkward for creature. Though it's one of those things that late game, they start doing relevant amounts of damage just because you get so many stats from other things. Because more items you buy, like, they're always adding stats. So late game runs get absolutely crazy in that regard. Oh, there we go. Metal detector, absolutely. Crystal. Sure. -2 health for +1 armor, sure. And crit. Sadly, big arms did not finish cooking, but I think I buy it anyway because the goldfish did. So now I reroll. Oh man, that is so much good stuff. 2 tiers higher. The only one I'm not going to take is Triangle of Power. Just because, I don't know, I'm sketched out by this. Actually, let's lock it. Because the curse bonus could be significant here. But all of these, especially if I pivot to explosive weapons, explosive shells could be amazing. And I think it's worth it in case I get offered something crazy like a nuke launcher. Alright, wave 17 coming to a close. Nice and simple. Not too many problems. Just, you know, walk in circles, walk through the middle, collect all the loot. Again, plenty of damage. I don't know how single target's going to feel, though. Ooh, a scope for range. Perfect. And Barnacle. Barnacle is absurdly good here because +1 curse and more stats from level up. So what cooked? Jetpack? Sure. Tons of speed and dodge, both of which I need. Triangle Power. -1% damage, so I have to get hit 35 times? Okay, totally worth. The explosive shells, also really cool, but I don't need it immediately. Same with heavy bullets. So I'll leave both of those. Sure, cook that. I don't know if the Chameleon's worth, but I might as well cook it. Right now, the SMGs are performing way better than the shotguns and the blunderbuss, which probably means that I should replace the shotguns and blunderbuss with more SMGs. But we'll see. Maybe it's different on a boss wave. Oh god, that 30 speed feels so good. Alright, that was easy. Let's see. Blunderbuss performed very poorly. Makes sense, didn't have materials to pick up. SMG is pretty good. Shotgun worse. So, it is definitely about building more and more SMGs and less shotguns. Time to transition away from those items. Maybe if I had something like Sif, where all the materials were flying to me, the blunderbuss strat would actually work. But as it is, oh god, that's so many projectiles. SMGs are just the way. But right now, I am flying. I have to be careful to not run face first into projectiles. I'm going so fast now. This is just hilarious and ridiculous. Which also probably means in a normal run, I'd be like, hey, could I get some weapon that scales off of speed? That'd be real good here. But here, like, my curse is so high that I don't even need speed scaling. It's fine. That wave was an absolute joke. Minus engineering, sure. Not really using that stat. Piggy bank. Stops working at wave 20. Well, since we're about to go into wave 20, no thanks. I'll get more materials just recycling. Good chance, hell yeah. And you know what? Reroll. Attack speed, luck. I'll go attack speed. Here we go. Cursed explosive shells for sure. Chameleon, 5% dodge, 6 curse. It's kind of expensive. I'm going to just buy this and reroll. Try to get some more weapon. Oh, fish hook. Easy. And I'll grab a jerky just because it's cool. And also because it'll get cursed. Getting some EXP gain. I suspect my EXP gain, yep, it's -22, so I want to fix it with black belt. The nice thing about the fish hook is this will make it super easy to cook everything as long as it gets cursed. Like, super easy. I have to be really careful of the speed on wave 20. I am so fast that I could very easily run into boss projectiles and just die. It's going to be real sad if I fail wave 20 because I had too much speed. Oh, speaking of, I definitely took damage I shouldn't have there. Thank goodness for 100 health and lots of armor. I'm surprised I haven't found any geckos or alien tongues, because that would help a lot here with all the materials that are just kind of piling up towards the edges of the area. Oh, well, you know what? I'll take that for some crit. Cape, life, steal, and dodge, and I lose basically nothing. Sure. The fishhook did not get cursed. I will buy everything else. You know, I will actually cook that SMG. S2's couch. Surely S2's couch with this much speed is just awful. So we're not going to even think about S2's couch. Also, look at the thing. Ugh. Okay. Oh. All right. I'd like to get close to you, please, to shoot you. And boss is dead. Yeah. Single target feeling insane. I genuinely didn't know that I killed one of those elites. I was a little focused on dodging projectiles from the other, and then it just was gone. This will be a good test to see if things like the blunderbuss by the end of the wave, the shotgun, are performing well. And if they're not, we are definitely replacing it with an SMG2, because I would rather level up SMGs now. Look for a minigun to replace the other one. We'll see how that goes. Could go well, could go poorly. It's a little hard to tell, but a lot of numbers are popping up. Like, I don't think I'm hitting for more than 500. That's a lot of 500s. Turns out, crit, pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Having some pumpkins would help too. Because then the piercing damage reduction, there'd be no fall off or less fall off. The other good news about boss waves, they're longer, so you have more aliens to kill and more time to collect all the materials. So definitely took a hit there. Cool. Lucky coin. Plus 2 luck for every 1 crit chance. I lose a little armor, but I think going down to 22 armor right now is okay. Explosive shells. Sure. I will get more damage later. Range damage range. Honestly, for the range alone. Structures can crit. I mean, sure. It's free stats. And some max health. And I probably should not have ruled over the range, but I will take the armor. And then I will take the luck. Cursed fishhook. So, fishhook 1, 36%. Fishhook 2, hiding somewhere here, 24. So that's like 60%, 28. About 90%. So 9 times out of 10, everything's going to get cursed when I lock it now. Lock the acid vial. Do I just buy the alien tongue? Kind of want to. Elite appears on wave 22. We have 1 chill wave. Yep, the blunderbuss is massively underperforming. So that's what I'm going to replace. I honestly expected it to do more with how much I'm running around. I think the problem might be that my SMGs are just too good at killing all of the things. And so by the time I've picked up materials and reset the blunderbuss, all the enemies are dead, and on elites, there's nothing to kill. Therefore, the blunderbuss does not get reset. But all right, let's chill for the rest of the wave and go into the shop at the end. All right, SMG got cursed. 15, 19, 27s. Yep, so recycle blunderbuss. Buy everything. Reroll. Don't think I'll go for a shotgun here. Medical turret. You know what? I'll buy that just for the curse. Buy this just for the curse. It could be hilarious. Buy that. Lock this. Do I want to buy these? Yes. More curse. More curse. Frozen heart. Yes. Frozen heart's insane. And maybe I can get a weapon here. Huh. I actually genuinely wonder if Cursed SMG1 is better than the shotgun right now. Feels like it might be. But I'm going to roll over it and hope I get lucky. And I got immediately punished. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. So a lot of projectiles and stuff. Thankfully, I had the damage. They died in seconds. What I really need to start rerolling for is tardigrades. More tardigrades, please. The danger about a run like this, I am so far ahead right now that I'm going to get overconfident, and the minute I do, I'm going to get bonked. Because I haven't gotten hit in a while. Or if I have, I've instantly healed and I haven't noticed. Then I'm going to get bonked and my health's going to go away and I'm going to be very sad because this is a great run. In fact, this is probably my best creature run so far. Sure. Nope. Hate that item. Lose a little damage and speed. I don't think it's worth without a curse. Baby Gecko, absolutely. You know what? More luck. Luck is good. From here, definitely Frozen Heart. Because now, instead of elemental damage being a dead stat, as I get it passively, my weapons do more damage. This is good. 10% chance to double. We roll. Do I want the goblet? Nah. Sniper gun. I'm going to be honest, I think it's too slow, but it could still be better than the double barrel shotgun. Could actually be a very slight upgrade here. So I will lock that. You know what? I'll actually buy that because those are useful stats now. Buy that. Kind of tempted to get one medical gun. Even if it's just a little bit of a stopgap. See, the nice thing about medical guns is they have so much lifesteal that you can recover from a lot of dumb situations. Though, as tempted as I am to get a medical gun, it's probably not worth it at this point in the run, so I probably won't end up buying one. I really think I just need SMG, minigun, chain gun. Don't know. If I got offered a nuke launcher, I'd probably try it. I think rocket launcher's too slow, but nuke launcher, if I remember, is a little bit faster. Could be a little bit better. But for now, let's just chill for a couple waves, and I'll come back when either the shop rolls something interesting, or we get to another spooky elite. Alright, going into wave 26, and I did get something very interesting. Greek Fire. Burning deals an additional 1.6% of boss health every time it deals damage. Now, I'm not really a burning build. I have very few elemental items, so I will need to worry a little bit about actually inflicting that. And I have kind of locked myself into elemental damage scaling as opposed to burning damage scaling. It's going to be a little bit less effective because of a Frozen Heart, but it is only 50% slower. And you know what? A Scared Sausage, not that hard to get for some free damage. So I'm going to do that. Keep the metal, that's really good stats. Get rid of the big arms, don't really need that. And now just try to fish for some weapons, because weapons would be real nice here. Okay, maybe not an SMG-1. Maybe, you know, a 3 or a 4. I did end up buying the sniper rifle, and it's doing okay, probably equal to or better than the shotgun. Definitely not my favorite weapon, though. So we'll see if wave 26 gives any options, because the damage is starting to feel a little bit sketchy. Things are actually living a bit. Luckily, with all the fast hits, there's tons of knockback. It's very hard for enemies to get on me, but if they do, ooh. Double barrel's really not what I wanted. I will lock the Bean Teacher, though, because that'll help with the EXP drain. Coil's also really good. Roll one more time. Scared Sausage. Oh, I have one already. All right, cool. Let's go into wave 27, see if we can survive this. Oh, this is the first time that the elite hasn't just insta-melted. And, oh, God, it did a lot of damage there. Okay, one down. The other guy is doing spirally things, which is bad because I can't really see them. Okay, and there we go. It is almost getting to that point where with my attack speed, I need to turn down effect opacity even more. I keep it at like 30% because I sort of want to see where I'm shooting. But with all the explosions and stuff, it's time to turn it down to like 10% so that I can see all the enemy projectiles. There's a lot of enemies over here, though. And a lot of red things coming towards me, which is never what you want. You want the red things going away from you. Alright, some range. Is that really worth it for 5 health? I don't think so. Ooh, goldfish. Goldfish is really good. Lure is also really good. And armor, absolutely. Okay, cursed coil. Insane item. Look at all that damage. Bean Teacher fixes a lot of problems. I'm just going to buy the scared sausage and then reroll. Ooh, Gatling laser cursed. We did it. Now I just need the money for that. You know, I'll also lock this. Okay, baby gecko. You know, that's worth a buy. That way I can attract more materials. Definitely going to replace the sniper gun with the Gatling laser. I just have to survive enough to make 1,162. Hopefully before wave 30. So that is going to be the goal, and we will see if we obtain the goal or if we die trying. Okay, math check. Gatling laser 4, 1,162. I have 905. But this gets me 279. Sorry, 279. So that should put me, yes, 1184 by the Gatling laser. Alrighty. Do I want to keep the panda? Yes. Do I want to keep the pumpkin? Yes. Shoomp. It's a cool item, but I don't think I need it. What I really need now are tardigrades. So I'm just going to use all of my free rerolls. Oh, or another Gatling laser. Yes, I would absolutely take another Gatling laser. So these are doing about 4 to 500k damage each. I've got 350 curse. Well, let's see how this bad boy does. I feel that. Immediately, I feel how much damage that does. Wait, is it hitting for 2,000? Is that what the 2,000s on my screen are? Oh man, if I can get enough money, I don't think I will, but imagine if I can get enough money to get a second cursed Gatling laser for the boss. That would make wave 30 super easy. The only problem is I still haven't gotten offered tardigrades, which means this run is going to come to a swift end at some point. Don't know when. Don't know when things are going to hit me and actually connect. When they do, it's just so over. That is the one downside of high wave runs. After a point, if you don't have the defenses, you will just die. But you know what? This is fun enough that I'm willing to ride it out to the end here. I'm going to go for as long as I can, and when I die, I die. No regrets. Ooh, honey. Sure. Some luck. Damage for speed. Okay. Free power generator. Don't really need melee damage. Lifesteal. Honestly... The only reason I would want lifesteal is to get my lifesteal high enough that it's not my lowest stat. Which doesn't seem that compelling right now, to be honest. Especially not when I can take range. Alright, Gatling laser. Since I didn't get enough to buy it before wave 30, I'm going to grab both of those. SMG 4? You know what? Sure. That'll be good for the future. Yeah, the Gatling laser did 2.3 million damage, which is just insane. So, there's 3 bosses here. Okay, now there's 2 bosses. Now there's 1 boss. And Chargy Shark is going to come near me. And now there's 0 boss. Thank you, Gatling laser. Alright. That was pretty good. Surely I will get enough money here, even with my purchases, to afford the Gatling laser. I don't know, wave 31 shouldn't be that bad. I guess it could have another elite. You never know. That'd be the scary part. Maybe instead of merging SMGs, it would even be worth selling. But probably not. Probably better to just merge. That way I have cursed 4 SMGs, because those things are pretty sweet even on their own. 850, yeah. Not good enough? Alright, I'm not getting explosive weapons. No. Take that. Take more damage for 3 seconds when they're first hit by elemental. Okay? Medical turret, it hits for 6. Like, no way. No way. Self abate, mostly because I don't trust myself. Lose a little speed for that. Sure. Then range. Right, and now I can merge and buy the Gatling laser, which is insane. So, SMG, Curse 4, 798. Gatling laser is going to do so much more damage. I will take the Clockwork Wasp. Robot Arm, melee damage engineering. I think I already have one of those. It's slowly eating my health. So, we reroll a bunch. Nothing. All right, Wave 31 Elite. Fear the double Gatling laser. Okay. On one hand, very effective. On the other hand, a lot of damage from those elites. And now the regular enemies will absolutely melt. Not worried about the regular enemies at all now. With double Gatling laser, no way. They're just going to completely get obliterated. I'm surprised the game offered me 2 legendary Gatling lasers before it offered me a single minigun. But hey, I'm not complaining, just for the record. I'm surprised, and I guess that's going with the whole theme here, because this is a very cursed run. We're getting awesome things we need, and we're also not getting anything that we need in terms of defenses. So you know what? I'm totally down. Cool. That hit at the end, kind of terrifying. Crit cap, yes. Melee damage, attack speed, -1 elemental, sure. Is this really going to matter? I mean, it's a lot of range, so sure. And ideally, sure, some luck. SMG 4, but I don't have quite enough. And also, I'd rather... You know what? I'm tempted to just not. I really shouldn't, though. I really should stick to the SMG. Reroll for real good stuff. Ooh, so if I locked this, that would let me get... Oh, never mind. I found something better. A 3rd Gatling laser. Okay. Got to get it by wave 34. So let's just do some chill waves. Alrighty. Going into wave 34. In the last wave, the 2 Gatling lasers did like 3 mil each. So clearly what I need is another Gatling laser. Can't quite afford the SMG, but next round. See, none of that's super interesting. Ooh, projectile +1. Actually, that doesn't matter that much. Because they already have 6 Pearson. There's no way there's going to be that many enemies. Ooh, 100% chance for burning? Sure, why not? You know, I'm not even going to lock these. Outside of this. That's okay. Everything else, not worth. So, elites. I need to survive the elites here. I have 433 curse. My Gatling laser damage is just silly. My defenses are looking very spooky. So, let's see. Oh, God, they spawned away from me. And now we're all together. Yes, stack together, please. Thank you. Ah, perfect. Perfect, perfect. All the items and treasure chests will multiply. Or treasure maps. Maps ultimately are a really good way to get loot. Though the curse chance is a little bit different on those. Alright. Feeling pretty good here. Things are living a bit, but not a ton. Numbers are everywhere, seeing like constant 4,000s. And that is a lot of very scary red and purple enemies. Ooh, oh god, that's a lot of damage. Okay, confidence levels are getting lower. I really need that tardigrade, and I really need it now. And I need it to be cursed, please. This is just free stats, sure. 50% chance to explode when you get hit. Well, it's health, so sure. More luck, yes. I don't need that. Attack speed for every living enemy. I mean, surely I don't need that, but I'm going to take it. Okay. I'll buy both these things. Jetpack, eh. You know, snail's kind of good. Minus 13% enemy speed's kind of really good right now. Spyglass could save me a lot of money. Okay. That's what I'll buy. And I'm getting real scared, though. Because this is getting to a point where 40 plus, if I don't have tardigrades, the minute I get hit, I'm just dead. And, oh, see, I'm seeing dodges. That's scary. So, yeah, it's like a 70 hit. Maybe a little more. If I get near enough to things, I can melt them. The problem is, when there's enemies behind like that, oof, see? My health just got melted because something touched me. In fact, it didn't even touch me, it looked at me. Something looked at me and my health went away. Dodge will only save me for so long. This is how the most cursed run is going to end. I don't think I'll end on this wave. I think I'll die on the elite wave. Because I'll have to focus them down, which will give too many enemies time to build up. Sure. Sure. Free stats. Free stats are good. Max HP, probably not going to help, but you never know. Let's see. No tardigrade. No tardigrade. Nail's actually kind of okay. Damn, still no tardigrade. Alright. See how my damage is looking. The knockback with the Gatling lasers is hilarious. Enemies just go flying across the screen. You know, some enemies, they charge at you, but what about the reverse charge? The get away from me permanently forever. Go to the edge of the screen. Which I think I can shoot stuff basically at the edge of a screen anyway, which is really impressive given that I have so much negative range from level. I'm like level 40. Or negative range from waves, which basically the same thing. I'm wave 36. Keep forgetting it's end of wave, not when you level up. Ooh. Okay, those things got a little too close for comfort, which is any closeness at all. There are apparently some curse aliens in there. That's cool to know. Oh. Charge sharks. Fun little charge sharks. Burning activates faster. Sure. Nope. Yes. So many materials. But I can't. I'm already struggling. I can't do it. I want to, but I can't. Sure, max HP. Desperate attempt to survive longer. Mirror. Ooh. Lock that. Still no tardigrades. Okay. Whip 37. Here we go. Elite 1. Basically melted before he does anything. Oh, there's a second one of him. Elite 2 melted. You have to be really careful about dodging arrows. And, whew. Okay. Now I try to survive and recover, and nope. See? I knew it was going to come to an end that way. 231 damage. That was an insanely fun run. I think it's a really good showcase of how much damage you can get on creature. Like, look at this. 13.6% chance for cursed items, 45.3 for cursed enemies. Basically adding over 100 base damage to everything. Also, because I was able to buy so many items, I had so many other stats. The laser gatlings, you know, they're doing millions of damage. Just completely ridiculous. getting a bunch of defensive bonuses. I mostly kept my secondaries up. You know, positive EXP gain, really good pickup range. The explosion damage, all right, that was kind of a waste to be fair, but I don't think those either the money or the stats would have really saved me. You know, I was hoping maybe I get something like a nuke launcher. You never know. Also, 3 cursed fish hooks. Anytime you get those, you know your run's going to be great. So, absolutely insane run. Play creature, super awesome character. Use fast weapons, start SMG, stack SMG. Like, it wasn't keeping up with a Gatling laser. I think a minigun would have outperformed it too. But for a starting weapon, really strong still. Takes you super far. I mean, wave 37, if you're getting that far, it's good. And yeah, I just needed more damage immunity because after a while, damage immunity is the only thing that's going to stop. Like, sure, 65% less. Could I have had another 100 armor? Taking half damage? Yeah, okay, I get 2 shot instead of 1 shot. Just got to stack those immunities and dodge. So with that said, thank you very much for watching. I'm glad you've enjoyed. If you want to see more of this stuff, do be sure to get subscribed. Leave a like while you're down there. Also, if you're looking for something else to watch, maybe you want to see my thoughts on the game in the past and a lot of the characters, well, I'll link to a video up in the card and down below, a tier list of my favorite characters. Sometimes it's my favorite character because it's strong and I win on it. Sometimes it's my favorite character because I just like the playstyle, even if it isn't that good. Also, just keep in mind that tier list is from before the Abyssal Terrors DLC, so there's a chance I'm going to be making a new one in the future after I play more of these characters. That said, thanks for watching to the end. Glad you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.